Always two there are. No more, no less. A master and an apprentice.
Hiho X-Wing Community, this is Darth Bane. I'm the German Master 2014 and I love X-Wing. And so I said I want to film some games and also want to share them with you. And this is the Western German regional final match. And I wanted to have a very interesting player with me to comment these games. And so I say hi to Charlie from the Netherlands.
Hi, this is Charlie. Thank you for inviting me.
Sure. Maybe for the records, for the players who might not know you, how would you describe yourself?
Well, I'm a cautious player. I'm pretty fanatic. I play with the Amsterdam-Squadron. And Van and me, we went to Worlds last year. We got both to top 16, Amazing. Van to top 8. So, yeah, we are pretty fanatic. Went to the Systems Open and also good results. So we are pretty competitive players. Yeah.
Yeah, and you just you went lawful this weekend like me. Well, my lawful wasn't so great, but you went top 4, and that's amazing.
Yes, well, it is amazing, and I'm very happy. It's my second System Open. Last year, System Open Yavin, I made top 8. But this year, I felt a little bit dirty because I was flying Paratani, and I tried so hard to come up with a list to beat it, but I ended up 2 days before going to the tournament to just take Paratani myself because I could not beat it with any of the other lists.
Welcome to the dark side.
Exactly. So I'm happy with the results, but I'm not really happy with the list. But that's a whole other discussion.
And you're planning to go to another System Open this year, or?
No, I'm probably going to the European Championships in June in Birmingham.
Yeah, me too. This could be an interesting event. So, but now let's talk about the game we see here. What do you think about the matchup?
It is interesting because you see 3 TLTs, and you see also 2 ships with auto thrusters. So you might say that it's an equal playing field. On the other hand, I think 6 TLTs will crush 1 ship, even with auto thrusters at some point. The auto thrusters will not save you from 6 TLT shots.
Yeah, but the TLT is a forgotten weapon, but it's a devastating weapon, right? It's pretty tough.
Yeah. I've played Fenn Rao myself, and I also played versus a Ghost with double TLT shots, so 4 shots per round, and your Fenn Rao vaporizes fast when you get so many shots coming in. At some point, your green dice will fail you, and then you will just take hits.
So, and how about the obstacles?
Well, I think I don't know who decided to go for a clustered field.
I think both players, actually.
Yeah, the funny thing is that the aces, like Fenn Rao and Otero, they like a field like that to hide in. But the TLT player, the Mirandadoni player, he can also navigate the field quite easily. So both players like the asteroid field, I think. And in the end, I think it might be in the favor of the TLT player, because the aces might get stuck and trapped in the field, while the K-Wings can just kite around it and keep shooting.
Yeah, and here also you can see he had long-range cannons, so his 2 no-name K-Wings got TL'd target locks on Fenn, so he know what his primary is. So what do you think is Scum's primary target here?
Let me take a look at the list. It's a hard choice. You can go for Miranda, but the thing is, if you go for Miranda, she can go away and then regenerate. Or you can try to go for the easier targets, which are the Warden's Squadron pilots. They basically are all the same. It's not that Miranda has any bombs or Sabine or anything. So you're basically looking at 3 TLTs. So if I were the Scum person, I would just take down the Wardens because they cannot regenerate. So every shot you make will reduce the incoming TLT shots.
Sure. And one Warden has Reckon Specialist and the other has Jan Ors, so you can choose to evade instead of focus. And Mark, the K-Wing player, Rebel player here, he got pretty... He invented the list a couple of weeks ago before this tournament. And he had a lot of fun playing this list.
Yeah.
And he also I think he mastered the tactic of slamming, and his standard procedure is when one of his K-Wings is damaged, he slams away with it and brings it to safety to turn back at some point of the game and shoot again. And
exactly.
This is a key feature for playing such a list, to be patient sometimes.
Totally, yeah. That's what I said. I think the K-Wing player can kite around the board. So you see that the Scum player is now, as it looks, entering the asteroid field, and that might become troublesome. Especially Manaru at this point is is blocking the entrance to the field because she has to move first. So the choice is now to probably go to the right. Because if you go to the left, you block your entrance. And then Manaru is out of the game. And I believe Manaru has torps.
Yeah.
So if she does the 2 or 3 bank in the asteroid field, she'll probably clip the asteroid to try to get a torp off. So I don't know. Maybe she'll probably do a hard right, but I'm not sure. So at this point, I would rather be the rebel player. You can just take 1 bank or 2 hard left and shoot at whatever comes through the asteroid field.
That's true. Let's take a look what the plan might be here.
Mm-hmm.
Mark also went to Lawful, and I think he went 6-3.
Nice.
7-2, I'm not sure.
Wow.
Was also on the stream and played against Vuk from Serbia.
The TIE Swarm.
Right.
Oh, nice. I didn't have the chance to see all the games yet. I saw most of them, but I will also look at the others. There was a really nice stream, nice recordings.
Yeah, the funny point was that okay, wait, I think now we're beginning the rounds.
Yep.
And he's turning in left. The funny point at Lawful, the 2 players who made the stream, they don't play X-Wing at all. They are Dota players, and they bring all this technical stuff, all the machines, but they don't have any idea what was going on there on the field. And,
oh, wow.
I knew one of the judges, and after I dropped, he said, "Hey, do you want to comment the games?" And I said, "Why not?" And then they said, "Hey, let's do it in English." And was my first time commenting English games, and but I had a lot of fun too. By the way, funny and interesting point, he's slamming here with the K-Wings.
Yeah. So this is interesting because if you look at this move, you might say like, "Ooh, how did he know that he would not go off the board?" But if you start like that and you do too hard, too hard, too hard, too hard, you just basically make a circle and come back where you started with.
Right, and look at Manaru's move here.
Yeah. If you would go through the asteroids like that, I would rather do the 3 bank.
Right.
To at least have a good move the next round, because now this is basically suicide, because this Manaru will have to move through the rocks again without any actions.
Yeah, but now he gets a target lock. He has
the
K4,
K4, right. Okay. So
we might see at least 1 torpedo.
Yeah, that's true. Without modifiers, I think. So now the ace is...
She has guardianship, so 1 modifier.
So what torps are on there?
Plasma torpedoes.
Okay, with the guidance chip.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that will...
Focus party?
Yeah. Oh, okay, no problem then. Yeah, of course. Yeah, so there's no problem. She gets the focus party. Yeah. Attani, yeah.
It's a strong list at the moment. Especially, I mean, the card is from wave 8. But it got pretty... we saw some archetypes of Attani list doing well last year. But I think they truly shine after the U-boot nerf.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Well, on first sight, the Manaru move is a bit strange to look at, but you might argue that he still is able to get at least a torp off at the Warden, the uppermost left Warden. But then again, I'm still not much of a fan, because next turn he will be dead in the water after clipping the rock for a second time. So he will get probably 6 TLT shots in return.
Yeah, now 4 hits and all sheets gone on the first K-Wing.
Okay, that's That's probably expected.
I mean, even if he only made 3 hits with plasma torpedoes, it's likely.
Yeah. To make 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
The exo shield. Okay.
So, and the second torpedo to go in the tube.
Exactly. But now, does he have unhinged?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so now because he has to do a green move to get another target lock. So he either makes a 3 bank or another 3 forward to get the target lock.
And what do you think is the rabbit choice? No?
I would probably do the 3 bank.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Yeah. No, because you get close to Manaru, or you get out of arc, and you can run around asteroids. Because you see that the aces are coming from the other way, other direction. So you basically try to run around the asteroids. That's right. And there's the 3 bank. Yeah.
Like
but the 3 exactly, but you will get range 1, so there's no torp. There's no TLT either, but you can shoot your primaries.
Yeah, and that's a funny point about the K-Wings. I mean, when TLT spam was a thing, we had often saw 4 Y-Wings with Twin turrets.
Yep.
But I think K-Wings are more dangerous. I mean, you have only 3 ships, but you can slam, and you also have your 3 primary dice, and that's pretty devastating in range 1, right?
Exactly, and the slam is, I think, one of the best actions ever for a ship.
Yeah, it's sad that there's only one ship that has this action regularly. I mean, you can get it for your big ships. Is Burnout Slam large ship only? I'm not sure. It should be, right?
I don't know from the top of my head. I might look it up.
It's only one-time use, and I really looking forward to see some more.
Yeah, large ship only.
Large ship only. So I really want to see some more ships with this action, because I totally agree with you. It's a very interesting action. In my opinion, maneuvering for me, I'm usually playing aces, and maneuvering is key to that. And I really, really are a great fan of maneuvering. So I like abilities that achieve and where you get your candy, I say, with good flying, right?
Right. Yeah.
So now we have the next combat phase.
Yeah.
It's putting second focus on Fenn and also the red target lock.
Exactly. And he will probably shoot the crippled Warden. Yeah. As I basically said I would do as well. Just go for the Warden because they can't regenerate.
Yeah. 2 hits. It's
2 hits in the blank, yeah.
No, it's a focus actually. But
so he's deciding whether to.
Yeah, now it's 3 hits.
Okay.
And 2 evades with evade tokens, so he's safe.
So now it's an interesting choice. Are you going to spam TLT on Fenn Rao with all 3 your Wardens?
Right.
K-Wings, or do you go for Manaru?
He's going with Miranda on Fenn.
Yeah, okay. In that case, he's trying to kill Fenn. Yeah.
Yeah, but with auto thrusters and last.
Oh, see, that's the first focus. Yeah. And now, let me get my calculator.
He's
3.
Safe.
Yeah.
And he rolled 3 crits with Terror. And, well, watch it.
Wow. OMG.
It's double damage, major explosion, the cannon is dead.
OMG. Wow. Yeah, that's fast.
Yeah. How are the odds in this case with your math calculator? Happens.
Off the charts.
Off the chart. But this kind of stuff happens in X-Wing too.
Yeah. I'm just looking at a TLT shot versus Fenn without tokens. Would give you like 0.8 expected damage. So shooting with... Yeah. So with the other Warden, he got 1 damage with the Warden on Fenn?
One. But the problem is his second Warden, he's missing.
He's dead. Yeah.
And
okay,
also,
well...
Manaru shot on the other Warden and stripped 2 shields.
Okay, well, this is game over already. There's not much the Rebel player can do, I think, at this point. Because the TLT spam is now reduced significantly.
Yeah. But
so...
I mean, it's the only solid tactic against TLT spam, killing one of the TLT carriers as fast as possible.
Yeah, so the winner always is right, so the move through the asteroid might actually be a good one. It definitely surprised me and his opponent.
Absolutely.
And it's in hindsight, it's a pretty good move.
Exactly. I think it's the kind of, I mean, you flew in an asteroid to block Vessery in your quarterfinals match. I think these rogue moves are the ones that you needed when playing very good opponents, because good opponents know where a ship might go, so you have to trick them with other moves.
Right. Yeah.
But on the other side, you have to calculate when do you take the risk and when not.
Yeah, true. Okay, this is an interesting move. Will she slam? Probably will, yeah. Because if she stands there, Fenn will just shoot her.
Yeah, and Fenn, 32 points, always prockets.
Yeah.
Don't want to face Fenn Rao. And I have to say, when I'm facing these scum lists, and you face them when you're playing tournaments very often at the moments, I'm always going for Fenn. I don't want to face this 5-gun more than once.
Exactly. So even if you can't kill Fenn, you have to pressure Fenn.
Yeah.
So Fenn turns away from the fight. Hopefully.
Exactly.
Okay. So now Terror is moving. And probably a barrel roll. Or just focus for everyone. Probably focus for everyone.
It's boosting.
Boosting. Yeah, that's better. Much better, yeah. So Fenn now has to take the focus for everyone.
Right. And there goes Miranda.
Yeah.
Yes, these interesting glass tokens. They're pretty good to see.
Yeah. Yeah, I was expecting the 2-bank from Fenn, and well, he has to take focus now.
Sure.
No, this is looking so bad for the Rebel player. This is horrible.
Yeah, so you got a second focus from Ray, but still he can only shoot with one ship.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's pretty tough to face all thrusters.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no damage.
He would have had a big chance if he would have the other Warden still on the board.
Sure, but he got really unlucky here to lose him in this attack, right? I mean, you could have argued he had 5 hull left, Terror at range 3, and Manaru would have shot at range 1.
Oh yeah, no, there was no.
Yeah, probably. But on the other side, on the other hand, Manaru had only got a focus token there. Maybe he could have made it. Probably. Not sure.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. But the point is, losing a 5 hull ship in one attack again with that crit style party is, well, it's just yeah.
It's a bit much, but he would have died anyway. And even if he would have lived one more round, he would have done one TLT damage, hopefully, on Fenn.
Sure.
So Fenn would be a 2 hull,
yeah,
but that would not really matter.
Yeah, that's right. But Mark, the Rebel player, doesn't lose his faith and fights on.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's the spirit of rebellion, right? I mean, they didn't. They faced the Death Star, and how were you out there, right?
Exactly. No, I wouldn't give up at this point. I would still carry on. Maybe you can get some lucky shots in, but it's a very much an uphill battle from here.
Mm-hmm. And let's talk about this. Giving up, conceding.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, many players, when their plans didn't pay off, sometimes they get frustrated. And when you get frustrated, it's like a coup, like it's falling dominoes in all your style of play. You're getting unfocused and making mistakes, probably.
Yeah, they're tilting.
Right. And I saw some pretty awesome comebacks. Not only in X-Wing, but also on many other sports. Where you can see that when you don't lose faith, beware your discipline, you could always turn the tide. Not always, but it can happen.
Yeah, you can have some lucky rolls, for instance. In my semi-final match at Lothal, I lost Fenn really quickly because Lucas played very well. And then I got, honest to God, a little bit lucky, killing his Tomax Bren. And then that got me at least back into the game.
Yeah.
And you can have a little break like that, so you should not give up too easily.
Right.
But with this game, you are shooting TLTs, and well, there's not much luck you can get from there. There's no crits. There's not going to be like a spike damage. It's just going to be needle shots.
Right.
So it does look kind of bleak.
Right. I agree. And he tried to block Miranda here.
In hindsight, you might argue maybe he should have gone for Manaru instead of the aces.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to shoot Manaru. And Manaru is the focus factory.
Right.
And the blocker.
And she's... I mean, the Jumpmaster 5K anti-slam with Miranda, okay? To avoid the shot from Terror.
Yeah.
And Fenn is going too forward.
Yeah. Fenn.
Yeah.
Fenn has PS on Miranda, so this is just waiting for the knockout.
Right.
And
interesting point is this game. Mark was at 7-0 at this point, or was it? Wait, I think 8-0. It's 9 games.
Okay. And there's hull damage, or did I see it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hull damage.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Wow.
Earlier when we talked about some stuff, and yeah, she also got a damage sensor array.
Yeah,
she got
I see.
Some shots the rounds before where we talked.
Wow.
So 1 hull left and no actions.
Okay, so let me make a wild guess. Looking at how this guy on the right loves to fly through rocks, maybe he will do the 3-bank with Manaru again through the rock to block Miranda, and then do a 3 forward or 4 forward with Fenn for next round. No idea, but might be his style.
The point is,
or you can just do a 4 forward and do a barrel roll.
Why you should take risk when you're on the winning side, right? I think you should only take a risk when you can achieve something. When you are losing, I mean, when you're losing,
it's not a real risk.
Yeah, right.
It's either a bump or a range 1 shot from Miranda. But probably a 4 forward will go past the asteroid, and then a barrel roll will block Miranda. That's safer.
Yeah, sure. In this case, but I was speaking more in general.
Oh yeah.
I mean, when it's the right time to take a risk. And
when you're behind.
Yeah. I mean, why should you either go for a risk when you're winning? That's
true.
really
Oh yeah, I totally agree. Yeah. That's something I learned the hard way.
Yeah, me too. Especially when I was flying Phantoms back in the day.
Oh, so
Yes.
this is
Just going for
distance.
yeah,
Okay.
and support for the others. And it's in my opinion, it's interesting.
Yeah.
On Jago, it could have been a match. I mean, it could be the other way around if he could have focus fired his attacks more, and if he didn't lose the first K-wing so early, right?
Right. And another thing is that the way he was hiding behind the asteroids, he didn't get arc on the Old Terror and Fenn, so the auto thrusters were good for the defense. So
Right.
maybe a better approach would have been an approach where he would be coming in from the front,
Right.
which is hard to do, I admit, but
And the point is, used the same tactic in all of his games.
mhm.
You can see it when you watch his local games too. He's staying in the corner and flying towards his opponent, and then begins all the slamming. And, yeah, there is Miranda down. So,
And they're still going on.
well,
Okay, well,
yeah.
this is so. This is the point where I would concede, and that's interesting because during the World's Finals with Nan Torfs, for instance, and Kevin Lines, there was a lot of critique on Kevin for conceding after losing Corin Horn and almost losing Miranda. And I think it's gracious to your opponent to just say,
good sportsmanship, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how are the odds in this case? I think he played some more rounds, but I think he conceded after Miranda took a major blow. And
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, well, we as Germans have experiences that sometimes conceding is the better idea to fight to the last.
exactly.
Yeah, not the best idea.
Yeah. So it's now everyone against the Warden Squadron.
Yeah.
Let's see if he makes it.
I mean, sometimes you just want to make one last kill for the honor.
All right.
I mean, it deals
That's-
1 damage on Scum Squad here. It's
A fan. Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes
Well,
it's pretty hard to take such a beating.
it's yeah, but he has an expected 0.7 damage if he can shoot at a tokenless auto thruster guy, and with focus, it's gonna be 0.18. So he will not hit anything. Oh well, you'll just see how long it takes to kill it. So what was the turning point? Was it the move through the rocks with the missile? I think so.
I think so, and that's the point where I say, okay, he's taking one risky move
Mm-hmm.
and get the
Base-
winning streak in this game, right?
Right. Yeah. So that's the power of the Attani Mind Link, and that shows you. By the way, with my commentary, that I'm not really experienced with Attani yet, because at the moment he did the move, I was like, well, he's without modifiers, so that Torp is not going to hit much. And then, of course, I forgot about Attani Mind Link, which gives him the focus.
That's a really funny point. I would totally agree. It's hard to rethink this. Even when you're flying it, I was
Yeah.
flying a similar list than Venom here on the right. It's so interesting. And here they argued if Terror has a shot or not. He got a shot, and Warden is now shieldless.
Okay. And the Warden does
TLT, 2 hits.
two
Yeah, safe.
safe,
Shot,
yeah.
3 hits. and he's safe.
Safe, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new way of playing with Attani Mind King.
It is.
And it actually, at first sight, when I saw Attani Mind Link, I thought that the stress would be too much of a problem to handle. But once you find out that doing one green move is enough to give your whole team focus again, this card really quickly got out of hand.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that. And
Yeah.
here we go. He is conceding. Finally. Yeah, and he's doing it with best style. He's just flying off board, so why not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What a game!
What a game! He's getting his trophy, and yeah. So the game is over, and I totally agree. I think Attani is strong. He got strong after the Jumpmaster nerf, and especially with Wave 9. We saw the rise of the Protectorate fighter and also of the Lancer. Especially the Lancer with his free hard green is a pretty good ship, and especially with Asajj and her amazing ability. And you saw it in the rise of Paratani. And, I mean, let's see where it goes. Probably we see another. I mean, in Germany at the local open, we saw that some players invented some strategies to face Attani, and we have to see. Right?
Oh, there will always be someone who comes up with a counter.
Right, and that's for that. Would say let's bring it to the end here. Thanks for watching, guys, and especially thanks to Charlie. And see you next round.
Bye bye.
Let me